All right, let's try this again. So I legit just made like a 10-minute video and there's no sound. So hopefully I've got the mic next to my mouth. You guys can hear me and it's all good. So I'm Lola, plant-based bohemian. Fawn helped me with the name. I wanted to be vegan in a van, but apparently that was taken by somebody, so I couldn't use that one. Um, so on the previous video that I made, there was no audio. Like legit went on for like 10 minutes rambling. And I was like trying to wrap it up because I've got Karen and her sister like in my tonsils trying to get the words out before I say them. But anyway, so I'll just get back into what I had originally talked about in the first one, which was why I got into everything. It was about a year ago, and oh, don't mind my hands. I've got psoriatic arthritis, so it's so pretty. Um, I got into van life um, just for me as a way to just be free from a lot of confinements. I'm sure some of you know me, some of you may not. I do not like feeling bound in, and I don't like feeling stuck somewhere. So I prefer to just be able to just get up and go, do whatever I want, whenever I want. And that seemed like the best way to do it. When COVID hit, I was living in Burke, Virginia. I had a three-bedroom townhouse, and I was paying 2,300 or 2,350 a month for rent. And then, my daughter decided she was going to move down to Georgia. All the little cute pumpkins outside. Oh, sorry. Um, and she moved down there with her boyfriend. So I was just like, okay, so me sitting up here by myself paying all this money makes no sense. And so I was like, okay, I'll go down to South Carolina. It's cheaper down there. They've got a decent economy, but I met this woman about a year ago named Crystal. She's also known as Crystal Banner on YouTube. And I met her at Planet Fitness, and she was telling us that she lived in a van and she didn't know everything. She gave me links to like her channel, and I just started following and just following the whole movement and everything from there. Initially, I wanted a tiny house, so me and my mom, we went around and we looked at like tiny homes, tiny home villages, but they were also small, and they were like set up like mobile home villages. It was just like tiny house on top of tiny house on top of tiny house. I don't want that. I wanted a tiny house and some land. So I think right now what I'm doing is I know I'm saving up for land. I just want to buy some land and then go from there um, because I want to be as off grid as possible. So if I can be off grid with my little tiny house, my well water, and my solar panels, grow my own food, y'all know I'm happy. Um, so how I initially or finally got into it was I my mom was like, okay, go, find a house. I'll help you buy a house. And I was just like, oh, I don't know where I want to live. Do I want to be in Virginia? Do I want to be in South Carolina? Do I want to be close to my family in Georgia? Do I want to be, like, I didn't know where I wanted to be. And I was just like, you know what, just let me get my van and then we'll just go from there. Because I still have the option of working up here in Northern Virginia. And I can still go see my kids and I can still go to the beach and I can still go to the mountains and I can still go everywhere and do everything. And so that's that's awesome. Um, so something else I did want to talk about, and this is just going to be like a little brief video, but there are so many different levels of like van lifers. There's, the yuppie couple, and they've spent $105,000 on their van build, and they're pushing a Mercedes Sprinter, and they literally got like a house on wheels. And there's like the retired couple, and they're 45-foot RV. Then there's, the little just computer geek that just lives in his Prius. And, there's just so many like realms of it. And so, um, in another video, I do want to like actually get into it and talk about like the different kinds and kind of where I fit into it. Um, and then I also want to address like in a lot of groups, there's like a lot of shaming, and I think that's ridiculous. It's just like, oh, someone posted a question in a group the other day, and she's like, I really want to do this. My finances are tight, but I can buy a van. Like, do you guys suggest that I just go ahead and do this, or should I wait? Um, and everybody was like, no, you should have at least $10,000 saved up before you get on the road and do anything. You should at least have this. And everything doesn't work for everybody. Like, I was blessed because I I was able to get a van, and that's all I had. I didn't have any money. I didn't even have any gas money. So I got my van, and I got money to come back up to Virginia, and then I just started grinding. And so my van life story is going to be a little bit different than people because I do like the adventure side of it, but I'm also doing this for financial freedom, just freedom for myself to just come and go and do whatever I please. But I know I still have to earn a living, and so that's where I can't think of the word, but that's where it gets a little tricky. I know there are people that are doing van life in cities and are being stealthy. I'm kind of like in super suburbs, where it's like every second car is a minivan, so nobody's like paying any attention to me. I do have my windows blacked out, and we'll get into that on the van tour. There's a couple things I want to fix before I do like a full tour. Um, I'm kind of like in temporary mode, but I'll still share that with you guys. My temporary mode is actually quite nice, but I would like more storage with the when I'm finished. And I did a no build, so I still have all my seats and everything. They're perfectly fine. I just have them in the stow and go. So everything's like tucked away, and then I'm just working off of the empty cabin. Um, I am. Okay, I thought it was me because I was like, I keep parking on inclines. My back isn't level, so I'm gonna have to when I fix my bed, I'm gonna have to like level it off. But yeah. Anyway, this was just kind of like an intro as to what is to come. I do go on like random trips, as some of you know me, some of you don't. You'll see like my posts and the pictures and the videos, and the real life struggles because I see a lot of videos and everybody's like, oh my God, we're out in the woods and we're so happy, yay! That's not. It's not all fun and roses. It's wonderful, but it's not all tea and puppies. So this is just like my quick little intro. Just because I've been trying to get this content up, and it's not. It hasn't been happening. So I just had to get something out there, and I mean, for the past 4 weeks that I've been doing it, I'm happy. I'm fine. My skin is pretty, except for this one pimple that just popped up today, and it hurts. And it's so small, but it hurts. It feels like someone is pushing a bowling ball out of like this side of my face. It hurts so bad. But anyway, um, yeah. So I'm good. And sorry, I'm sitting next to the parking lot. And I'm just watching like little kids get out of stuff. I love little kids. Um, so yeah. So that's it. I just had to get something up because I feel bad because I'm like, okay, I got my channel, but nothing's up yet. So hopefully this works. And love you guys. Take care.